Hello guys, welcome to this video, especially to our Professor Engineer Jeffrey Bernardo. By the way, I'm Bryan Paglinawan. And now, the topic we've talked about is the best practices worldwide focusing on sanitation. Okay? Hydrology, water cycle, well, its relationship with the living and material components of the environment. Sanitation. Best practices in water and sanitation is the development and application of sanitary measures for the sake of cleanliness, protecting health, and the disposal of sewage and solid waste. Cleanliness. Hygiene refers to the behavior that can improve cleanliness and lead to good health. It is estimated that washing hands with soap and water could reduce a large percentage of foodborne disease outbreaks are spread by contaminated hands. Appropriate hand washing practices can reduce the risk of foodborne illness and other infections. Protecting health, the provision of safe water sanitation and hygiene is essential to protecting to human health during all infectious disease outbreaks. Disposal of sewage, an important use of, and impact on river and stream water is sanitation. This involves the intake of water for purposes of washing and operating flush toilets. The same water after use has to be disposed of. Usually, after treatment, it is returned to the same drainage system from which it originated. The article deals with the several sanitation principles, sewer system for disposal using considerable amount of water, and on-site system using very little water. And again, related facts about the sanitation are cleanliness, hygiene, hygienistics, asepsis, disinfection. All these are need to use water. Water that is essential for life. Water essential for life. Yet, many are only just now beginning to grasp how essential it is to everything in life. Growing our foods, cooking, and personal hygiene are just the most eminent uses of water. We also use it to produce energy, to transport goods around the globe. As a cultural and social asset, it is necessary for the development of any forms of human life. Fresh water distribution for sanitation. Fresh water is distributed very unevenly over the world. Fewer than 10 countries possess 60% of the world's available freshwater supply, and even in those countries, the availability varies greatly. Only 80% of the world's population are served by renewable and accessible water. A fifth of the world population relies on the ancient aquifers that are not renewed anymore presently. Interbasin transfers or on desalinized seawater freshwater. Why it is freshwater for sanitation so important for health? Diseases arising from poor quality water and sanitation are a huge cause of mortality and morbidity worldwide, especially in children. Inadequate management of urban, industrial, and agricultural wastewater means the drinking water of hundreds of millions of people is dangerously contaminated or chemically polluted. Some 829,000 people are estimated to die each year from diarrhea as a result of unsafe drinking water, sanitation, and hand hygiene. Out of 100 million plus Filipino, about 9 million rely on unimproved, unsafe, and unsustainable water sources, while 19 million lack access to improved sanitation. This very alarming situation is fueled from the website water.org. Families without a safe water source or in near their homes often spend significant time and energy collecting water. Those without a sanitary toilet facility face a number of unattractive choices, including venturing out at night or suffering the embarrassment of asking to use the toilet of a neighbor. Primary prevention of diarrhea through water, sanitation and hygiene are a prerequisite to reaching the next level of sustainable disease reproduction for the sustainable sanitation. First, the Water Global Practice supports clients' effort to enhance water security by managing water resources more productively and sustainably. Sustaining water means improving resource management at the river basin, country, and transboundary levels. Keeping watersheds and aquifers healthy is a responsibility that reaches across administrative, political, and sectoral boundaries. Second, deliver universal water supply and sanitation services and optimize water used in agriculture. Through utility reform, water and sanitation utilities to be accountable and efficient and thus achieve credit worthiness. To make sanitation a high priority, support government's effort to achieve universal access, principally through national programs, while embracing a circular economy approach and following the principles of citywide exclusive sanitation. And the sanitation economy, clean water is a basic human need and one that should be easily accessible to all. There is sufficient fresh water on the planet to achieve this. However, due to poor infrastructure investment and planning, every year millions of people, most of them children, die from diseases associated with inadequate water supply, sanitation, and hygiene. The COVID-19 pandemic has demonstrated the critical importance of sanitation, hygiene, and adequate access to clean water for preventing and containing disease. Hand hygiene saves lives, according to World Health Organization. Hand washing is one of the most effective actions you can take to reduce the spread of pathogens and prevent infections, including the COVID-19 virus. Yet, billions of people still lack safe water sanitation and funding is inadequate. Humans significantly influence the global water cycle, both quantitatively and qualitatively. Concerning quantity, humans withdraw 8% of the total annual renewable fresh water and appropriate 26% of annual evapotranspiration and 54% of accessible runoff. Humankind's control of runoff is now global and we are significant players in the hydrological cycle. Per capita use is increasing with the better lifestyles and population is growing. Thus, the percentage of appropriated water is increasing. Together with the spatial and temporal variation in available water, the consequence is that water for all of our uses is becoming scarce and leading to a water crisis. Without proper sanitation, the water becomes full of diseases and unsafe to drink. That is why addressing pollution, measuring, and monitoring water quality is essential. Besides, improving the sewage system in specific areas is another way to prevent water scarcity from becoming any worse. Without human influences, water quality would be influenced only by the natural processes and environment sanitation. Storage and disposal need to be considered for the provision of sanitation technologies that are a part of a biogeochemical cycles of aquatic system. So, that is the last part of the presentation made for BCE 313 code 4903. I hope you've learned from this video and don't forget to comment in forum section. Thank you. Goodbye guys. Bye bye.